The concept of a transition shade, that magical color swept into the crease of the eyelid, might seem like a modern invention born from beauty gurus on the internet, but its roots stretch deep into makeup history. It's all about creating dimension, depth, and a seamless blend. Principles that makeup artists have understood for generations. Let's rewind to the early 20th century. Think of the silent film stars. Their eyes had to convey every emotion without a single word. Makeup artists of the era, like the legendary Max Factor, used shades of grey, brown, and even reddish tones to contour the eye socket. This wasn't called a transition shade back then, but the purpose was identical: to make the eyes appear larger, more expressive, and more defined on the grainy black and white film. By deepening the crease, they created a shadow that mimicked natural bone structure, making the actors' gazes captivating and dramatic. Moving into the vibrant Technicolor era of the 1940s and 50s, the technique evolved. The dyed look was in vogue. To achieve this wide-eyed, innocent appearance, a soft, subtle contour in the crease was essential. It wasn't about harsh lines, but about a gentle gradient of color. A soft brown or taupe would be delicately blended into the crease to create a soft focus effect, making the lid color pop and the eyes appear rounder and more open. This was the transition shade in its early, more subtle form, helping to shape the eye for the desired look of the time. The 1960s brought a revolution in eye makeup with the iconic cut crease. Stars like Twiggy defined a generation with a bold, graphic line drawn directly in the socket. While this look seems like the opposite of a soft blend, the principle of defining the crease was front and center. To make that sharp line work, and to prevent it from looking like it was just floating on the face, artists would often use a softer, lighter shade just above it, blending it upwards toward the brow bone. This shade served as a bridge or a transition between the stark cut crease line and the natural skin tone, anchoring the dramatic look and adding a polished finish. The 70s saw a shift towards a more natural, sun-kissed aesthetic. Makeup became softer, more diffused, earthy tones were popular, and the idea of a harsh crease was replaced with a wash of color. Here, a warm, matte brown or terracotta shade blended into the crease, provided that effortless, bohemian vibe. It wasn't about creating drama, but about enhancing the eye's natural shape in a soft, flattering way. This technique added just enough definition to prevent the eyes from looking flat, perfectly complementing the decade's relaxed style. In the 1980s, everything was bigger and bolder, and eye makeup was no exception. Bright, vibrant colors were worn from lash line to brow bone. But even amidst the rainbow of blues, pinks, and purples, the transition shade held its ground. To blend these intense colors and create a cohesive look, a neutral or complementary shade was still used in the crease. It acted as a buffer, a middle ground that helped the bright lid color seamlessly fade into the highlight color under the brow. Without it, the effect would be blocky and much less flattering. It was the unsung hero that pulled those bold looks together. From the 90s grunge era with its smoky, smudgy eyes to the rise of social media beauty tutorials in the 2010s. The transition shade has remained a constant. What changed was our language and understanding of it. Beauty influencers and artists began to explicitly name and teach the technique, demonstrating how a single, well-placed matte shade in the crease could be the foundation for any eye look, from the most natural to the most glamorous. They showed us that using a color slightly darker than your skin tone creates a natural-looking shadow, making your eyeshadow application look professional and flawlessly blended. It's the step that prevents patchiness and ensures a smooth gradient from one color to another. It shapes the eye, adds dimension, and makes any colors you place on top look better. It's the secret to making your makeup look like it belongs on your face. A timeless technique that has been shaping beauty for over a century.